What the hell is this? Alright, so I just got 126 with the Henrik strat a la Flicker form style. So let me go ahead and I'll play this back, and this is also going to serve as a tutorial for for anyone who wants to use the Henrik strat, because this run was pretty good. So I can use this as a tutorial of some sort for agent, at least for anyone who wants to go under 120, 135, which is the old strat. So let me just make sure this camera looks okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and let's play back the run actually. So it's on my VCR, so I'm going to have to recapture this at some point. So let's go back. I sat at the time screen a long time because I was waiting for someone in chat to... I was waiting for a pred. Let's see, I'm still there. Hold on, let's go back. I was pretty excited. So... I was pretty fucking scared in the vents because I had no health. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it on that run. I've been fucked out of faster paces with the fast class, but this is probably the fastest run I've ever had to the upload. Okay, so here we go. Let's just watch the run once, and then after that I'm going to go through and talk about what... Okay, hold on, let me get the sound right. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk much during the first playthrough. This will serve as temporary proof for now. I got so lucky. I don't know how I survived. Okay, so that was the run. I sit at the time screen for pretty long. I mean, I'll recapture this when I get my capture card, so there's no doubt. Let me at least fast forward to the reveal here. Still sitting at the times page. I sat here for like 2 minutes. Come on, come on, turn the page. Turn the page already. Okay, come on. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. I go to the page turn. There it is. There you go. See? Boom. Okay. And you can look at the stats, so if there's doubts about the run, whatever. You can collaborate that with the... you can watch the run and calculate all that shit. Okay, so now I'm going to do the tutorial bit where I talk about how to even play Aztec Agent, how to do the Henrik strat, how the hell did I even get a glass that fast? I mean, it's possible. Like, I'll just cover everything that went on in that run as purpose of like a tutorial of some sort, since we don't have a Aztec tutorial currently. So I think Agent would be a nice place to start. SA and double O are basically variants of agents. The only differences is basically the starts are slightly different. You can play a safe start where you kill the left and right guards, which I recommend on SA and double O when you're starting out. So let's go ahead and just get right into the meat of it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it and explain what I'm doing. So on agent, I think it's the best to kill the right guard. I mean, okay, so theoretically you can go and run past this guy, but I think having that gun is so beneficial that it pays off, basically, to get it. Let me just get some better lighting here. That's better. Okay, so I think it pays off actually to get this AR-33. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to turn and shoot at him. You don't need to YOLO it too much. Just make sure you kill him and get the gun. Let me feel about how I do this. So I'm in up left strafe right now, and then I shoot 2 shots, and then I switch to right maybe. So let's see. How do I do this actually? So I'm basically holding up left, maybe just forward actually. Let's see, what am I doing? So I'm just holding forward, and I shoot 1 to 2 shots at this guy. I think I knew that he was dead, but I still shoot 2 anyways. It's just what I do. I always shoot 2, and then I right strafe into the gun. Here I got boosted. It's pretty common to get boosted here. And then I just pick up the gun. And then what I do next is I shoot 4 shots, I think. Or maybe I reload. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just hit play. So I shoot the rest of my shots until I have 1 bullet left. I do that because I used to do that on SA to lure the guards out. It helps lure the guards at the end of the hall so you can group them better and kill them. So I do this, like, even on agent, I think it helps. So what you should do is you should shoot 2 shots at the first AR-33 guard on the right, and then shoot like 3 more shots or something, or 4 more shots. Let's see, I have, how many shots do I have? I think I have probably, so I keep shooting. So it's right around here, I guess, at the staircase type of thing. You just start shooting. Basically, when you're facing here, where you want to go, because I think the best way to do this is to get the AR-33 and then snake to the left of this pillar and then open the door, as opposed to going to the right. I think going the right's it's a bit slower. So right around now, I'm going to shoot 4 shots. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you open, and right away I'm shooting. As soon as the door starts opening, I'm shooting to kill the guard here, and then I look up and I start to aim at the crate guard that's far away. So you want to kill him ASAP. So I tried to kill him, but I wasn't sure. So then I start aiming at this like left area, left up. This is where the crate is, and I'm trying to get either body shots or headshot on this crate guard. Agent's not so picky. You have a lot of ammo and it doesn't take a lot to kill him, but on SA and double O, it's really critical to either get a solid 2 body shots or a headshot, because he has armor, so just a limb shot's not going to stun him. So you need to actually get at least 2 or 3 shots on him on SA and double O, the crate guard, which I recommend you always do. But anyways, on agent's not so bad. You just shoot 6 shots about here, and then you shoot about another 6 or 9 shots at these guards who run together. So actually I'm spamming a lot here. I didn't get them quite grouped properly. Usually they're already like both visible, but only the left guy is visible. And since he's only visible, I went and turned and killed him first. Sometimes you can tell that one of the guards is going to do like an animation where he's not going to hit you, so you prioritize on the one that's probably going to back you first. This is very important in SA and double O, because sometimes you have to choose which guard to shoot. So it's, it depends on the situation which you want to aim for. But generally, just aim for both of them if they line up, and try to kill them both, and try to get at least 1 gun. 2 guns is nice, so you don't have to worry about your ammo later. So I killed the guard on the left because he was easy target, and it kind of worked out because the guard on the right actually gave me 2 boosts, which I don't really like. I like to have more health going into the dark room, but that's alright. So sometimes this guy's not dead at this point, so you gotta like react and shoot at him through the crate. I like to like aim at this corner here that usually hits him in the head if he's crouching. Like if he's crouching, I try to shoot him through the crate. If he's standing, then I might wait until I get on the steps and kill him because he's an easier target there. It kind of depends. As for strafing, there's a pillar here on the right that's off screen. I try to go straight in between those two pillars. Hold on, let me just move this. What the hell is playing in my background? Okay, that's twice. So try to go straight in between them. That's going to help you the most because you can get boosts to the left or right. If you go too far right and you get a boost into the pillar, you get stuck on the pillar, and that's really annoying because there's nothing you can do. You're just stuck there for maybe 2 hits. And if you go too far left, you can get pushed in the crates, and again, you're going to be stuck there for like 2 seconds. So the way I strafe this is pretty much optimal. Like I kind of actually, if you look at it, I have quite a bit of distance between myself and the crate, but as soon as I pass a certain threshold, like right around where where the edge of the crate is, and I start to turn left and go right into the crate, because the reasoning is if I get a boost at this point, it's going to push me more towards the door than a side boost. Like if you hang off to the right, you might get a boost from the left, and it pushes you away from the door that you want to go to. If you get closer to the crate, it's going to push you more to the door. So it's kind of like controlling the boost. If you get in, like right on this, like hug the edge of this crate and then go straight to the door, any boost you're going to get from here on out is just going to speed you up a bit. Okay, so now this is when I start shooting pretty much. At least on Agent, I start shooting either here or when my dot goes over the dark line. On Agent, you might want to shoot 6 shots starting here, stopping right around here, but let's just see what I do. So I got a late boost. This happens more often than not. Actually, if you hear the guard shooting, you almost want to anticipate that you're going to get a boost because it's so common. Let's actually play this at full speed and see if I can hear the boost coming. Okay, right away I heard, like right when I'm about to shoot. Here, I'll show you. So right around here is when I normally shoot, actually. Like I react to this point and I start shooting now. But I heard, just like a 1/10 of a second earlier, that the guard was shooting at me, so I'm already anticipating getting a boost. Like I'm going to go for this, but I'm not going to be surprised if I get that late boost, which is kind of annoying. It delays the opening of the door and the lure of the guards. But what you do if that happens is you just hold Z. So what happens during the stun, right, you can't do anything. So what you do is you start holding Z like right before the stun ends. What's going to happen as soon as your stun wears away, you're going to shoot as soon as you can. So if you get hit here, just hold Z and then open the door after, like as soon as your bullets start happening. It's the way that you play this out. Okay, so what I do is I kind of get to the right of the door here. It helps set up the guards for this room. I shoot and I stand to the right, and then as the door is opening, right around here is when I start shooting more. I think what you should do here is you should shoot at least 6 shots into these guards. I shoot 3, but ideally you start shooting right about now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you come into the room, and these both should line up and be dead if you did that lure properly from the previous room. And then what I do is I'm like looking left here. I'm standing on the right side of the doorway and I'm looking left at this console. And I think that helps prevent this guard from warping. And then when I step around to this line, or even before that, I'm going to snap to the right because I'm expecting this guy to start running out and to try to line up with the guard in the corner. Although he doesn't always do that. It's kind of random, but it's also dependent on how you make noise and how you enter the room. It's very complicated, and I don't have a good setup on how to get them out. But if you try to kind of follow the things I said before, that might help you. Generally, making more noise will lure them out earlier, but if you make too much noise and you get both guards coming out early, and sometimes with weird timings, that guard will warp inside the mainframe, and you'll get stuck. So just try to copy good runs, I guess, where they line up properly. That's the only thing I could really say might help you out, and experiment a little bit, and just have patience with the darkroom. Okay, so he was running out, but I noticed that he saw me, so that must have mean that I either lured him out too late because he wasn't further enough up, or I took a bad line in the darkroom. So I'm already knowing what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot two shots or 3 shots at this guy, and then I'm going to strafe to the right a little bit, try to hit this guy without getting too close, and then get to the guy on the left. That's like just the way that I know how to do the darkroom given the situation. So that's what I did, is I went left, killed this guy, went right, killed this guy, because he's going to be aiming this way, so he's not going to back you. If you try to go around the pillar on the left, you're probably going to get hit from the guy at the mainframes, and he's probably going to hit you here, and it's going to be really annoying. So it's just better just to kill these guys. And if you're a little slower, you can't react, then you're going to go around this pillar, and then you're going to go to the mainframe. But I was fast enough that I was able to just switch and turn to the left here and aim at this guy really, really early. I didn't want to go to the left of the pillar because I felt like he was going to hit me, so I went to the right. That's kind of a your call situation. Like, being able to adapt is like one of the biggest things about the dark room. That's what makes a really good player, is like you're able to kind of see what's going on and play it by ear. Now, I'm going to talk about the Henrik strat a little bit. Now, there's two ways you can play this from here on out. One thing you can do is kill this guard, and then just as soon as you walk over this mainframe, just shoot 3 shots, or maybe even. So the way it works is, if you kill this guard from pretty close, like this, where you shoot like 3 or 6 shots at him, and then what you do is once you run over the mainframe, if you shoot another 3 shots, you're going to lure at least one guard who's going to be on the right side by the vents. And if you made enough noise from earlier, you will lure both guards. And you might want to do that on SA on 00, because then you can blow up the vent, or you can blow up the computer without any guards standing around. But the problem is they'll be in the hallway and they can back you a couple times. So there's a trade-off there. I would recommend you watch, my run or Clemen's run. His 137 shows you how to do the 2 guard lures, so does mine. So I don't know. You can watch SA and 00 runs to see what to do here, but on Agent, you just want to YOLO it. Just kill this guy and then just go all the way to the end of the hallway. You don't want to lure any guards because they probably will back you and get in your way, and you use them anyways to boost to the console later. So just kill this guy for the Henrik strat, and then you're going to run through the hallway. Okay? That's all that matters. So I killed this guy. He hasn't reacted yet. Sometimes if you shoot a bullet and it goes right by him, he'll start running out. You can't do it. The strat's done. You might as well just kill this guy and do the old strat or something, or just reset. But if he hasn't seen you yet, so the idea is you're going to go to this very last pillar thing, and you're going to rub on the very left corner here, like this, and then you're going to pivot off of it and come back to the glass. Now, it's crucial that this guard does not do an instant reaction or he runs out to the hallway, because if he does that, then you can't do the glass strat. He will not cooperate. He'll get stuck on the door, or he'll open the door too fast. You want him to crouch or to just shoot at you while you're running towards the corner here. So he did the aim and shoot animation, which is good. So now here you are coming on to this pivot point. The idea is you want to run here, touch this. The guard from the right side of the screen will see you, and then he should ideally do a crouching animation or something and start shooting at you. And while he's doing that, you're running all the way back to the glass. And the way that this strat works is that you're standing by the glass by the time his animation's done over here in the corner. And at the same time that the guard by the computer console finishes his own animation, and they both need to go to the same point approximately. They both need to go about to the glass for this to work. So if this guard in the corner doesn't shoot at you long enough, or he doesn't do a slow animation, then it's not going to work. And that's why this strat doesn't work that often, is because this guy, more often than not, he isn't going to be lured all the way to the glass. He'll make it I don't know, a couple feet or a couple meters before the glass, and he'll stop. So here, okay, so the way that I do this is you don't even want to go to the middle, but you kind of get to the middle, but my dot is more on the left side. So right around, I would say this region is ideal positioning for him to see you. The longer you're here, the more likely he's going to see you. But the downside to that is that you need to get to the glass really, really fast. You can't let go of speed. You can't do any of that shit, because then he's probably not going to see you. So you gotta touch this and just go. Touch and go is going to be kind of how it works. Yeah, that's basically it. It's not going to work every time. So just be fast. Okay, so this guy, I can see he's not going to troll me. He's out of the way, which is nice. Okay, so he sees me again. He's going to shoot at me, and then right around Okay, so this console's kind of weird. I don't really have good advice other than like press B like right around now. Like right when you're like I'm kind of turning to it a little bit. You can see that. I'm kind of turning into the computer. Basically, I don't look at the computer. I look at this whole like the whole face of this like corner. I kind of treat this as like the computer, like this whole block here. I feel like this is the computer, not this thing or the keyboard. It's like this chunk of like concrete is the computer. So just press B at this, like into this thing right here in the middle is fine, or maybe even to the corner a bit. I think of it as going into the corner and pressing B. That kind of is consistent. And it's easy to press B too late and too early. There's a window to hit that computer. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get it down, it's not so bad. Sometimes I've run into instances where it feels like it eats my beep input or I miss it for no reason. Don't get too frustrated when that happens, because that is a thing. It happens. I don't know if that's because of human error or if the game just eats your input. It's possible. So now, okay, this is really important for this glass strat. Okay, so what's going to happen is this guard by the computer, he's shooting at you now, or starting to shoot at you. And the guard that's all the way back in the corner, he's about to finish shooting at you. So what you want to do is you want to get to this glass as soon as you can. Like ideally, you're going right here. Like this is the closest part where you can stand, where both guards can possibly open the glass. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get here as fast as possible, right in front of this part. Don't go in the middle, and don't go to the right too much. So here, what I like to do is I like to look into the glass, and I like to hear for the guard to see if he's shooting. If he shoots a long time, what you can end up doing is do 3 quick pauses. Like if he does bup 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 type of thing, do 3 quick pauses and then look at the mainframe, then leave. Okay, if he's fast, if he does like bup 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 bup, and then he's done, maybe do a quick pause and look at the glass, and then try to feel it out for when you can leave. You want to leave the glass as late as possible. Well, not as late as possible. It's not that tight, but you want to leave it late such that you're already almost behind the pillar when the mainframe starts opening. That's like a safe time to do this strat. It's not like the fast agent glass where you gotta like leave immediate, like right before the guard opens the mainframe. You have a little bit more time than that. So in this run, he didn't shoot that much. So let's just actually play this full speed. Let me hit play and then back up a bit. So let's just reiterate. I touched this. Run all the way here. Hit B now. Okay. I heard 3 shots, and that was it. Like, I heard da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, I heard da-da-da-da-da-da. It wasn't an extended, like, shooting animation, so that means that he's going to open the door really fast compared to other runs. So I did 1 quick pause, and then I looked at the computer, and then I left. If you don't look at the computer, what's going to happen is the guard's going to warp inside of it. If you just stare at the glass, the guard's going to warp inside the mainframe and it's going to get stuck and it's going to ruin it. And if you look too soon at the computer, what can happen is the guard stops shooting early. Like what will happen is you run past him, he starts to shoot, and then as soon as you look at him, he's just stops. He doesn't even shoot at you, and then he just runs to open the computer because it's like in his way. So the sweet spot is to look at the glass as soon as you get here, do a quick pause. If he shoots longer, then do more quick pauses. If he doesn't, then you need to look at the mainframe and then like decide when to go. And it all depends on the animation that he does. If he does a crouching animation, you can do like 2 or 3 quick pauses. If he's just does regular arm shooting animation, you might be able to only get away with 1, which is what happened here. So in this case, he did one burst, and then I decided to go like right now, basically. And you've done this correctly is if you, like you should be safe for a good lure if you're already like past this line and then he starts opening the mainframe. That's good. You shouldn't have any problems with him seeing you. And then you just want to come around behind the pillar. Don't go in front because he can see you easily, a little bit more easier. And then just go over here and pause. I recommend just like looking forwards into this. Look down a little bit maybe, I don't know. But don't like look into the corner. You want to look at the mainframe door or near the glass. That helps them do weird shit and like open it sometimes. There's some myths floating about how to pause here properly. I think it does matter, like certain angles and certain positioning might influence the way that the guards interact with the glass door. But I haven't figured out anything awesome. But I mean, I got this. This is like I got a 128 right before this run, like 2 minutes before this run, and it was like a decent run where I got trolled at the very end, and so I got this like right away. So I mean, I feel like this is like a good way to do this strat. It's just a pause right here. Okay, and then right away just charge speed into this door, and then just wait like a second. If you hear the glass open, don't go right away, but go pretty fast. So I heard it open. Okay, so one thing about the glass doors, the way that the glass doors open is kind of funny. There's 3 segments of the glass. You have the 2 wings that open this way, and then you have the middle portion that opens upwards. The way that the optimal way to get into the glass room is to go into where the cracks of the wings are. So if actually, if we look at the glass, actually, it's a little bit more obvious when you look at the glass, or even if you play with it. Like, get the glass open and you can play with it and see how you can get in, but you never want to try to go through the glass through the middle, because these sliding portions are actually like what you can go through first. So the way it works is this sliding portion right here that goes left, this gap you can enter first, and then the gap on the right side you can enter early. The middle gap you can't enter until very late of the glass opening all the way. So if you want to like really like go balls to the wall fast here, you want to like go to the right or left sides of the glass to get in there in that room. But if you get backed, or if you just leave a little late, then just go through the middle. So you can see here that I'm trying to like go to the right side, but I got back, so I'm like, okay, the glass is going to be fully open anyways. So I just go through the middle. Just mash here or time it, I don't know. I've choked many runs from this fucking computer thing, so just figure out what works for you. I think going right to left is the best way to do this room. Going left to right, it's just, I don't know. I think this is better. Okay, so here you're probably going to get a boost, so almost always anticipate it. Okay, it's very common to get 2 boosts here, but the problem with anticipating the second boost sometimes is like you can turn into the wall when you actually don't get the boost, so you just have to be on your toes here and kind of go with your gut. Okay, this part, just try to take these turns really tight, and I'm going to do the pause in front of the mainframe. If you're a little bit more afraid of that, just strafe into the mainframe and let it blow up and then pause once you're through it. But to do this optimally, you pause like right around here. So see how I'm turning my camera. I'm basically like just trying to just get a good angle, hug the chair a bit, and just start pausing. And if you get lucky, the guard will just shoot you through the computer. If you get unlucky, the guard's going to roll, and then the other guard's going to push you away, and you can't get through. So the rest of this run, there isn't much to explain. The lower health you have, the less boosts you're going to get. So if you have a lot of health going into this part, it's kind of good because you can get like 4 boosts while unpausing. If you have like as much health as I did, I only got like 2, maybe 3 boosts, which is good, but you know, you can get more if you have more health because your stun's less. You're probably always going to get a boost here. I always strafe change here, I think. Or actually, no, I did this all on left. Sometimes you can strafe change, I don't know, it's up to you. Okay, take this turn tight, and then I don't have good advice here. You can either go to the wall right away or try to take a good line. I think trying to reduce lag and getting closer to the wall earlier is a little bit better. But again, this is like, there's no real proven method here on how to do this room. I almost always expect a late boost here. If I get lucky, then I don't get boosted. But if I get a late boost, like at this moment, this is good because that means that my stun is long enough that I can probably upload the computer. If you have too much health here, expect maybe 2 hits, or try to like overshoot the computer because you might get another hit. Like if your health is like 3 bars here, it's very likely you're going to get hit again before you even reach the computer. But if you have like 1 bar or 1.5 bars, you're probably going to make it. So here, like my stun is still existent while I have hits, like while my health is on screen. So that means I had a ton of time to upload that computer. And then the breakaway is just try to get to the vents as fast as possible. I never try to do this too tight because you can get a late back boost and get stuck here. So I don't know, try to take it so there's a little bit of a gap. But the downside to that is if you take it too wide of a gap, you're going to get hit. I don't know. This last room takes a lot of practice, and in the end, it's just pretty random. But just enter the vents cleanly, and then get your gun out right away. You could even have a guard here sometimes, so that's why you want your gun out early. And then I kind of just peek to see if there's a fast guard here, because if there isn't, then I'm going to try to kill the laser guard that's out here. So I wait a little bit. I wait like 2 or 3 seconds in the vents first, and then I peek out and I hit Z basically at the same time. Like, I kind of set it up so my dot's like right in the middle to hit the guard. And I hit right, and I just start shooting like as soon as I clear the wall. And you know, if you do that at the vent, you're gonna get one of the guys. But then, like, as soon as you shoot your 3 bursts, get behind this wall like ASAP. So because if you miss or if you just stun them, you want to make sure that there's no way you're dead. So, you know, he's dead. And then when you do this strat, when you don't kill the guards in that dark room, you're gonna lure 2 or 3 guards on agent. You can get 3 guys. On SA and OO, if you lure them away, you're going to get 1 or 2 at most from the back area. So on agent, you should always expect 3 guards. So here's the first one. He was super fast. He kind of surprised me. I was expecting him to turn the corner, but he was already there. And then because I shot quite a bit, I expected another guard to be here, like right away. And I think he was there. I don't remember. And then this guy is fast too, so they're all going to be coming pretty fast at this moment. This guy, he scared the shit out of me too. I don't know, but just don't panic. Just don't like run out into the hallways and get killed. You should always have your gun aimed for the hallway that you're peeking, like that. That's good. Like that. It's perfect. It's dangerous if you like come around the corner without aiming. So, you know, say, yeah, I don't know, the vents are pretty much, yeah. It's a little dangerous to like hold forward and stuff, but I'm trying to show an example where I do it badly. Okay, I think I did a bad turn at the very end, but I didn't think it mattered. Okay, not here. Okay, right here. When I back up, don't try not to do a back up, turn left, because if you back up into the corner, the guard will start shooting at you, and by the time you're aiming left, you're gonna get hit. So try to always be aiming down the hallway when you peek it, like as soon as possible, if that makes any sense. And then try to try to make sure your back isn't exposed too long without checking the other direction. Okay, and that's it. That's Aztec. So I'm gonna play back the whole run. I'm gonna try to just hit the main points during the run. Unlike how to do this strat and all this bullshit. Okay, on agent, you almost always want to get the right guard. On SAW, kill both guards to start with. On SA, you can get away with killing just the right guard. Okay, so shoot to lure guards, switch to AR-33, shoot more. Kill the crate guard at the end. Try to kill at least one of these guys or both. Reload if you need to. Shoot now. Okay, shoot a bunch of shots. Try to line these guys up. React. Shoot here if you want to lure the guards with the computers. Touch that and then hit the computer and then stand by the glass. Don't go too far, like right around here. It's perfect. Okay, pause. Okay, select that. Wait like 0.5. Go. Try to go around the right. Okay. Okay, tight turns into the computer. Try to pause early. Now. Okay, so just basically strafe well and react to any boosts at the mainframe. So I got hit. Now, okay, go. Okay, good turn. Okay, now, okay, check to see if there's any guards that are sneaking up on me. Okay, get this guy. Now. Okay, turn, kill this guy. Okay, look back. Look for any fast guards. You're good. This guy's fast. That guy is fast. See if there's any more fast guards. No? Okay. And I got an extra guard there. It's kind of scary, but the more noise you make in the vents, the more guards you're going to lure. just rule of thumb. It's best to just try to stick to 3-shot bursts. And then that's it. That's Aztec Agent. Hopefully that helps anyone who wants to use the Henrik strat. If you want to do the fast glass strat, good luck. A lot of it comes down to just trying to get both guards' animations synced up. And yeah, I don't really have good advice on that right now. Just watch the 125s and 124 to kind of get an idea on how to do it and mimic that. Yeah, it's a lot of feel. So thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you've got everything you want to learn from it. If you have any questions, just ask. I'd be happy to answer them.